Well, good afternoon, campers. I've been sat here asleep. We're having a nap. What time is it now? Oh, it's 15:19 on the 19th of May. And I got woke up, which I thought was gunfire, but it wasn't. It was thunder. And look, it is absolutely fucking pissing down. Terrible, isn't it? Terrible weather. So, this is the start of today's video. I don't think I'm gonna get out much. I'm gonna have a walk up in them woods and have a look about, but that ain't gonna fucking happen. If I get fucking wet, get me brolly, because me brolly's in the back. Yeah, just listen to that Jonah, whatever he fucking calls us. Oh, he keeps changing his name, didn't he? What was it? He changed his name from Jonah to Barbara, then to Susan, and I think he's calls himself Chaos now or something. He's led relaxing in his his army communication van. I don't know what they call them. The only thing I ever noticed with them when you got in them is there's just not room to stand up. You can only just, a bit like the medium wheelbase transit. They're a little tiny, medium roof transit. They're a little tiny bit lower than that. But yeah, because they obviously when they were a communications vehicle, they would be you would be sat down in there. So you didn't need to stand up. And obviously, well, it's obvious to me, it might not be obvious to you lot, because I mean, some of you lot even think they took fucking Gullible out of dictionary, don't you? Yeah, and they keep it as low as possible so they didn't get fucking the top shot off. And Pedro, pretending to be a door, got his knob shot off. Yeah, so anyway. But it looks quite a nice little van, as long as it's a thing. But I mean, what was it, 1972 or something, and it's fucking only done 6,000 or 7,000 miles. But yeah, got a good authority on Jonah though. It's a 4-litre Perkins. And I asked my mate, and Jonah says it's a 4-cylinder. But I didn't think I thought they were 6-cylinder, but I'll stand corrected, perhaps some of you know. Anyway, go click on Jonah's thing. I don't know what the fuck he calls himself now. He was calling himself Jonah 365, and I don't know what he's calling himself now. I ain't got a clue what he's calling. But if you put Jonah 365 in, it will lead you onto it. But it's yeah. He was on about he bought some electric boxes instead of having batteries. Fucking rubbish, innit? It's all rubbish, I mean, you're better off buying having a decent battery. You've got decent batteries to start with. You don't need a fucking backup, do you? Yeah. Anyway, that's what I'd buy. Yeah. And I think out of the best of them, that EcoFlow's alright. But I was listening to that John, fucking name is his, yeah. John, I can't know what his channel's called. Anyway, bald-headed bloke. And he was on about that EcoFlow stuff until he put it all in his van. Then realised they were using him as a fucking guinea pig. He took it and put Renogy in. But yeah, everything's brilliant, lad John, until it fails, and then it's rubbish. Get rid of it. Yeah, nice to have that sort of money in it, but then again, I suppose the followers he's got fucking plenty of money, and yeah, and he works as well, which is good. I don't finish doing my work. I ain't fucking doing that. I got enough to just about manage. Mind you, when I spent 6.5 fucking grand on this last year, that fucking knocked me about a bit. But that's a bloke coming to buy it. And they said to me they give me 26 grand for it without looking at it. And I went, yeah, I bet you fucking will. You fucking won't have it for that. Put bloody £2,500 worth of fucking electric into it last year. With inverters and bloody two batteries, 700 quid each. Victron solar panel, a Victron TTP or MPPT fucking player, whatever it is, make that work with all the wire and battery charger and 800 watt inverter and the wiring and one of those, I don't know what it is, what do you call it? Can you see it there? Can you see it? Hang on a minute, I'll try and show you. One of them things, you know, just switch the inverter on and off, and then the fucking plug to go on that to work that. Yeah. But yeah. Well, I did see his van, old John's van. I mean, done it good, hasn't he? Done it nice. Need to get some of that fucking plastic paint and do my bumpers. I quite fancy my bumpers and my front done black as well. But yeah, I don't know. I was going to put some alley wheels on here, but I can't really sort of see the fucking point because yeah, I mean, on my Ducato short wheelbase I had them wheels widened. I had just 2 inches put in them. And then put the tyres that were originally on here on there. Well, the second set of tyres that was originally on here. Well, I went to, not Tenny Country, what do you call it? All-terrain. Not that keen on these all-terrain tyres, you know. They're all right on the gravel, and they're all right when it's fucking dry and you're off-road and what have you. But they don't seem to be that much better on wet grass. I think what I should do, if I get another van, I've seen Steve's. Steve Harvey, a mate of mine, he got one of them fucking Bavero, or whatever the fuck they call them, and long wheelbase, but it's rear wheel drive, and he got double back wheels on there. And I think what I would do is I think I'd put mud terrains, 4 mud terrains on the back and all terrains on the front. Yeah, try and keep the, because them all terrains, them mud terrains make a noise, don't they? Yeah, but and I think his van, I'm pretty sure he said he got a diff lock on the back as well. So if you get in his van and get stuck anywhere, and you've got 4 mud terrain tyres on the back, and you get stuck, you shouldn't fucking be there. You know, I was debating whether to put a winch on the front of here, because I see one of these winch bumpers and you can sort of get it back in it. All looks relatively tidy, you can only sort of see a bit of it. But I think myself, the places I go, and I get stuck like up on the ranges and that, there ain't no trees, so I need a fucking land anchor and all that. And get out, fuck about like that, can you? It's just a lot easier to fucking phone out with my mate's forward drive and pull out. Because I am a bit careful when I go away. Mind you, I went away with H, and we were up north of Cumbria, and we were there for a day, and I fucking sunk in the sand. Sunk in it on these sand dunes. And she went off and got some young man in a telly loader, and he come up this fucking hill, but I could hardly walk up, and he only got to the top before his front wheel just went just started to spin. So I got me rope out. I got a 12-ton snatch rope on it, so I got me rope out, tied that to him, and he fucking pulled me out. So give him 20 quid and some beer. He didn't want to take it, and he fucked off, didn't he? And I said to her, "That was nice for you to get a bloke out." Yeah, she said. I told him there was some old age pensioner stuck up on the dunes, and he was having an head fit because he couldn't get out, and he was moaning and groaning and shouting and carrying on. I went, told him the fucking truth then. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at this and sit here and listen to the rain. It's got cold. It's nice. It's 22.2 in here now. So we gathered some heat, and I'll speak to you all later. Yeah, go have a look at old Jonah's fucking Dodge, whatever it's called. I think it's a Dodge. It looks like a fucking Dodge anyway. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of them on that real high 4-wheel drive chassis. And where the headlights are, they got plates and they got the headlights in the grille, in the bumper to get them down low enough. But I think if that were me, I'd put some headlights back into it, because they're fucking high, and I think I'd have them on have them on a separate switch, You know, so you could have them on dip, and they'd be quite high, but they'd be good in the fog. And then you could have them on main beam, go along with your main beam, which is, yeah, rather than sort of stick light bars and all that over. A light bar look alright on it, but I mean, he's on about keeping the inside of it looking like the inside of one, like a proper inside, and the outside is army painted, and I'd want to keep it looking as army as possible. But then, ain't fucking mine, is it? And Jonah do as he likes anyway. You know. So anyway, I'll speak to you later. Remember, stay classy, no fighting. Love you all. Bye-bye. And I had a good night out with the lads last night. And thank you, lads. You treated me well like you do. And you skins.